Okay, so I am in bed here. Dang it. I don't know why I feel like that, but anyways. So I'm in bed, preparing to go to sleep after first day of orientation of 2 days of orientation. I have a new job. I'm very much excited to fully get started on Thursday. So that's going to be really exciting. I'm super excited for that, as it'll be the beginning of the end to having to do like Uber, DoorDash, stuff like that, because it's really so bad, the way they do things. Also, just not the fact that I kind of get away, I get like a stable income. I also get the benefit of I don't have to wear and tear on my body or my car. I don't have to worry about driving through Indianapolis Road or stuff like that, where the city does not want to do the repairs, and where I had my cars in the shop for a week due to having to get the front struts and strut braces replaced due to pothole damage. This job is pretty much taking the highway all the way there. So that's going to be much better. It's about 35 miles from me, but that's not that big of a deal when the gas is just about maybe 70 miles round trip. Figure just to say 70 miles round trip. When for days I work, which is, again, not bad. I'm not going to complain about 70 miles round trip when that's so much better than doing Uber, which is like, if I do Uber for 8 hours or so, that's like a tank of gas. It's about 400 miles. So yeah, it's pretty much, I can get a week's worth of gas from my X3 compared to going back and forth to work compared to a day. Probably make about the same amount of money. Actually, I would make more money, but that's besides the point. I would definitely make more money at a job for the same amount of gas. So it's way ahead financially. Again, also, I don't have to worry about the potholes, because the highways are going to make sure the highways are taken care of pretty much. So that's going to also save a lot of money and so on. But most of all, just having stable, reliable income. Still got to figure out for sure about the health insurance, what else going to happen there, because I don't know yet. Got to figure that out. I know I'm going to get health insurance and stuff, dental, through my work, because there are situations where it's just too difficult otherwise. So I'm going to get that. Yeah, there's just so much to look forward to, and I've got a lot of stuff to look forward to, what to do to improve and make a better future for myself. So I do have to work hard for putting money back, which that'll be for a surprise at some point later down the road. As long as I don't forget, of course, about the surprise. I will bring in the surprise up at that point of the reveal of the surprise. That's the big thing. Will I remember at that point and whatnot? I have no idea. So I got to get ready and work on trying to get myself to go to sleep, because I got to be up at 5:30 in the morning to make sure I can get to work on time for the second day of orientation, which is at the actual site I'm going to be working at. I also need to go over and verify for sure all that information. Yeah, I need to verify for sure what time I need to be there, who I need to talk to, and all that stuff, so I can make sure I'm there on time. So while this is uploading, I'm going to be taking care of doing that, verifying all that information.